President Trump capped his holiday week with a barrage of Twitter attacks on House Speaker Nancy Pelosi. He has tweeted or retweeted several dozen times since Thursday, taking swipes at Speaker Pelosi and her district and blasting House Democrats over impeachment. But last night, Trump also retweeted a post by his re-election campaign's, quote, war room, linking an article that named the alleged whistleblower whose complaint ultimately led to impeachment. It has been 9 days now since the House of Representatives voted to pass articles of impeachment. Speaker Pelosi continues to hold on to those articles until Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell negotiates the terms of a Senate trial. But pressure is already mounting on Republican senators who are undecided on impeachment and procedural questions. In particular, Maine Senator Susan Collins, who's being targeted by Republican groups critical of President Trump, including the Lincoln Project. That's a super PAC funded by Republican critics of the president. President Trump did his part to try to curry favor with Collins with an endorsement of her 2020 reelection earlier this week. In a statement, Senator Collins told a Portland newspaper, quote, I take seriously the oath I will swear to render impartial justice in the impeachment trial. Threats from both the left and the right will have zero influence on my decisions. For more, I'm joined by Shannon Pettypiece, NBC News senior digital White House reporter, Irvin McCullough, a national security analyst for the Government Accountability Project, and Jennifer Horn, co-founder of the Lincoln Project and former chair of the New Hampshire Republican Party. Thanks to all of you for being with us. Shannon, let me start with you. We mentioned the president's Twitter activity, quite a bit of it in the past couple of days. Very aggressive here, particularly when it comes to his posture towards Nancy Pelosi. In terms of the White House's strategy towards the impeachment and that stalemate between the House and the Senate right now, what is the president trying to achieve here?
Well, he's certainly trying to make a villain out of Pelosi and to make her the villain in this narrative. The president is usually strongest when he has a strong adversary on the other side. So when you look at 2016, having Hillary Clinton, a very unfavorable candidate, according to all the polls, on the opposite ticket really helped drive out a lot of voters for him. Not so much a vote for him, but a vote against Clinton. When you look at the Democrats right now, they don't really have anyone with that sort of unfavorability rating as you saw with Clinton. So he is trying to paint the Democratic Party as a whole and find these sort of villains, quote unquote, that he can pick out, whether it's Nancy Pelosi or AOC or the Squad, and take them and use them as sort of a caricature or a portrait that he wants to paint as the Democratic Party as a whole going into 2020. So he wants, when voters go to the ballot in 2020, if they're not going to cast a vote for him because they don't like him or they don't like his behavior as president, they're going to show up because they want to cast a vote against Nancy Pelosi or the Squad or whatever progressive elements of the Democratic Party he finds. So I think that is really why he's singled out Pelosi. I don't know if that has become effective yet because it seems it's only making her stronger.
Irvin, we mentioned this retweet the president did last night as sort of part of this barrage, something that included allegedly the whistleblower's name. I know you do quite a bit of work there involving whistleblowers. What is your reaction to that retweet from the president?
Bluntly, I think that retweet is wholly irresponsible. This is reportedly a CIA employee who has blown the whistle on the president of the United States, who is currently suffering death threats. And when people hear the word threats, their eyes roll back to their heads. But really, this person's life can be in danger. This person has received death threats. They are under federal protection right now. And once again, Donald Trump does not know for certain the identity of the whistleblower. The whistleblower's legal counsel have come out and said that this person that the Trump tweet mentioned may or may not be the actual whistleblower. But to assert that anyone is the whistleblower, especially when they're fearing for their lives, is wholly irresponsible and reckless.
Hey there, I'm Chris Hayes from MSNBC. Thanks for watching MSNBC on YouTube. If you want to keep up to date with the videos we're putting out, you can click subscribe just below me or click over on this list to see lots of other great videos.